The first thing to understand about both Jainism and Buddhism is that essentially they are not religious paths of prayer. No, they are paths of meditation. Meditativeness itself is considered prayerful, the ultimate prayer. The dewdrop becoming one with the sea. The dewdrop losing its identity in the infinity of the cosmic waters. If you understand this first thing about Jainism and Buddhism, then you begin understanding their very depth, their very heart. And in a way, this is reflective of ancient Vedanta. Vedanta is not about prayer at all. It is about prayerfulness, but a different kind of prayerfulness. And on these paths, the question of God is not so important. It is not primary. This is essential to understand. This gives you insight into how these paths are completely different and how refreshing they are. All they require is a person in solitude, a person in their own individual selves, not needing anything from the outside, not needing any ritual, not needing any religious book. No, you will never see a statue of a Jain tirthankara praying. It's simply redundant, the very thought of it. It is somehow crude. It is somehow not very evolved. And the Tirthankara's way is tremendously evolved. It is tremendously beautiful. It is tremendously, in a sense, of reaching out to the highest potentiality within ourselves, bowing to the highest within, and not necessarily bowing in a physical posture to the outside. Never. Or very rarely. That too can happen because existence itself is so vast, there's no harm in bowing down to it. But it is the inner bowing down which is essential. And more than that, it is the inner organic unity with the vastness, which is the most essential aspect of Jainism. Through that very act of meditation, the energy within is released, and that release of energy itself is bliss. Bliss comes as a byproduct of that. The mind dissolves, the individual mind, the conditioned mind dissolves, and all that remains is the cosmic mind. So at the level of mind, you go from individual mind to cosmic mind. At the level of heart, you go from individual heart to the cosmic heartbeat of life itself. And at the level of soul, you go from individual consciousness to cosmic consciousness, infinite consciousness. At the level of energy, you go from microcosmic energy to macrocosmic energy, the highest energy, the largest energy. So this is very fundamental to Jainism. And you'll notice that the Tirthankaras look almost alike in their description, in their statues. There's not much to differentiate physically apart from a few signs. For example, one Tirthankara may have a serpent protecting his head. Another Tirthankara may have another symbol associated. But these are only symbolic. At the essence, the state of being is said to be the same. Because what happens is the individuality dissolves into the completeness, into the vasta. And when you dissolve into the vasta, you become one with the same unlimited organic unity of truth. And there all differences dissolve. So, in a way, each tirthankara pulsates with the highest. And we too can pulsate with the very same highest freedom of being. That is their whole lesson to us. We too can become as large as all of existence, just as the tirthankara has become. That is their promise to them. They say that they are witnesses to the fact that the individual can become the cosmic in the spiritual sense. The individual can become total. The individual can become intuitively and spontaneously one with the highest reality. They say that their very state of being is a testament to that fact. All we need to essentially do is begin from the understanding that we have to move away from the limitations of conditioned thoughts of the head and come down to a situation where we lose our conditioning, where our very heartbeat functions as one with the universal heartbeat. In other words, where you realize the difference between you and the highest is not much. It is a difference of perception. It is a difference of knowing or not knowing that you are part of that highest itself. And through that, you create a new center of your being. You no longer look at thoughts and emotions as the center of your being. No. You look at highest consciousness as the center of your being. And when you look at the highest consciousness as the center of your being, then you are walking on the path of the mystical, on the path of the spiritual, and so on the path of the tirthankaras. And through this, you develop such a great spontaneity of high energy, a high energy but a calm energy, that you feel immensely rich within yourself. You feel immensely that you are in rhythm with something much larger than yourself. And that itself creates bliss. That itself creates joy. That is the very root of spiritual search. That is the very root of mystical existence. Yes, you are just an atom in this marvelous play of infinity, but you are a very significant atom within it. And within the atom itself is contained the secret of entire universes. Know that and be blissful. That is the abiding message of the Tirthankaras, the beauty of Jainism itself.